films. And Clay, tell everybody what you do.
Man, I don't know where to start. I just basically take people's dreams and bring them to reality in a good, positive way. And remember, I'm just a country boy from Mississippi, had big dreams and went for it and didn't look back.
And you were a football player.
Played a little bit of football, played a little bit of basketball, but I realized that was my calling. But it was fun, it was entertainment, but I maintained a lot of good friendship and went to LA, did the acting stuff, and moved out to Denver and started my own company and got the ball rolling out here and still maintain a lot of connections in LA and my partner down in Florida. I got some friends out in New York. And
well, we were just talking, all of us, and you said one of your friends was on Waterboys.
Yeah, yes, actually he's my roommate, Al Whiting. He was my roommate in LA, and that was funny. Every time we go to the store and there's a scene in The Waterboy when Adam Sandler poked him in the eye. He said, "You poked me in the eye." And so everybody used to walk to the store and say, "That's that guy poked in the eye by Adam Sandler." That's funny.
But also, too, when we were just talking, you have some other major casting director friends, because when you're in the business, you've got friends, and friends are always great friends to have as well. And you're talking about they're doing other feature films, too, that you would like to maybe bring them to the company.
Oh, man, it's like the list going on and on. My friend Chad is part of my, it's kind of like a brother of mine. I remember, I'll never forget the time me and Chad went out to a party one time. And Chad, I think Chad, he's a clown. And he just started doing the somersault in the middle of the floor. But he's a professional at the same time, but he still has a sense of humor. But yeah, he working with some people. He worked with Rhea Farrell. He worked with Diane Lane. He worked with Ice Cube, Chris Rock. He worked with Brad Pitt, Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks. Let's go on. He's a big player.
Wow. We're going to have, anybody have a question for, actually for Clay? And then we can stop for a second, then we'll start again because it's easy to upload. It's cool. What's your question?
What's the name of your movie?
Actually, I got 3 of them right now that we're working on. One of them is The Lot, it's a comedy. And then I got another one called Beyond, it's a sci-fi thriller. But the one that we're in the process of casting for now is called That Still Small Voice. It's an inspirational / drama. The scene that you guys probably be auditioning to, this kind of like a on the spot. This side of the game is like the agency call you today and you got an audition in 2 hours, you got to get there. So basically, this scene is about you guys in the middle of the three girls in the middle of the ocean and you can't swim, you're panicking, and your line is, "Help, save me, I can't swim." But it's all about the eyes. It's all about the eyes. It's called fear coming with the eyes. You know what I'm saying? So just remember, you can't swim. You're floppy, and your line is help, help, help. Don't worry about the save me. Don't just your line is help, help, help. But it's eyes, fear, fear. All right. Don't worry about the fear and stuff. I can tell you guys kind of nervous now because as soon as I walk away and leave, you say, "Man, I want to ask you this." Remember, I'm a human too. I'm a human, you know. I remember, this is a true story. I'm in Starbucks. Me and I together again. We were always together. And come who was that? It was Oprah.
Okay.
It was Oprah. Y'all know who Oprah is, right? Everybody know Oprah. And so, I'm like, man, it's Oprah. I'm like, wow, there's Oprah right in front of me. I'm like, I want to go talk to her. And she was with a couple more people too. But I knew I had to end because she's from Kosciuszko, Mississippi, and I'm from Mississippi. So I went up there and got past her bodyguards and all that stuff. I just told her my name and stuff. I just want to say hi to her. That's it. Shake her hand, say hi. And I'm a country boy from Mississippi. She's from Mississippi, so it wasn't fortunate her. So I went over there, introduced myself. Long story short, I started talking to her. It's crazy, man. Then I'm like, wow.
And you never know where you're going to be someplace. You could be walking in a place and there was a casting director that you met. Always don't say, "Remember me," you know, and always say, "You met me at this place," because they meet a lot of people and they're not going to remember your name. But if you say, "Hey, I was over at the Westin, you met me," you may see Clay someplace, you know, and make sure that you say your name and where they remember, because that helps us a lot as well. You know.
The number one thing is fear. That stop people. Fear, that's your barrier. That's fear, 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 fear. Fear, don't let fear stop you. Break them barriers down.
And when people say you can't do it, that's my best part. I go, watch me. you know, and some people will be very jealous of you in school, and you may lose some friends, you may gain some more friends. But you know what? If this is your passion, this is your dream, nobody's going to stop you. You know, exactly.
Take that leap. And I know we got to go. We got to go through this. I'm going to tell you a true story. My agency called me one time. He said, Clay, I need you to go do a read for Criminal Mind. And the TV show Criminal Mind, and I'm like, man, this is my first edition to it. Man, I was shaking in my shoe. And I'm like, man, I got to go. So, to make a long story short, I didn't get the role, but I did stand-in work. I did stand-in for the main actor. So then they kind of upgraded me. So then all of a sudden, I didn't do stand-in no more. Then they brought me on as a cop on the show. I was a cop on CSI Miami. I was the one that kicked the door down and acting crazy. And so it was fun though. But I had to break past that fear. If I would have said no when he called me, you never know what's going to happen. So.
I want to add one more thing. This is really cool. When I was in LA, I was a talent manager at Hollywood and Vine. I've made everyone touch the Hollywood and Vine sign. That was like my own, you know. And I booked myself, because I had a lot of casting director friends, on Speed 2, which was with Sandra Bullock and UB40. It was a Speed 2 movie. So I'm on the set, and of course there's a lot of blondes. I'm sitting around, and they go, do you know what your odds are in Hollywood? I'm like, oh, they don't even know I'm a manager. You know, I'm like, okay, what are my odds? I'm like, oh my God, there's so many blondes. They're giving me all the negativity. I had moved away from them. And Jan Devon from Speed 2, and then a good friend, Jose Mignoni, which is a cinematographer. I know their names, they know me. And so he came up to me and goes, I need you for the stand-in for the cruise director. You're her height. And I'm like, woohoo. But guess who was sitting at my table was Quincy Jones.
Oh, wow.
So you don't know who you're going to be. I had UB40, Quincy Jones, Sandra Bullock. But the cool thing was my rate was also upped. And then I was, I find some talent everywhere. But those are stories that we can add to our lives, to you. You know, if someone tells you something, know what's in your heart and what's your soul. God put you on this earth for a reason, and this is what your dream is. He's going to, well, I'm going to say for me, and he opens a lot of doors for me, but it's your training, your skills, and who you know.
Right? Take that last breath. Get all your jitters out, and just put yourself into that character. Put yourself into that fear, right? Like imagine it's your last breath ever. Whatever you need to do, right? Take that breath, put yourself there, and just take a risk. No one's going to judge you. We're all here doing the same stuff. We all have the same dream, so just go for it.
And if he needs extras for movies, just so that, oh, he didn't pick me for this, or maybe it wasn't right. You never know. Now you know Clay, and so you never know what he's casting for, what person that calls him up and says, hey, I need a bunch of girls for a movie scene, for a party downtown, for a birthday scene. He'll go, hey, I'm going to call Lisa. So these are things that always are going to remember what Clay is here for as well.
I agree. 100%.
So take that.